Hey guys, this is Rachel with Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to be making the lavender motif from the 2024 VVCAL. I'm going to start with a slip knot on my hook and chain 3, and then slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make my ring. And then in my ring, I'm just going to do a beginning DC. All right, so that's going to be a single crochet with no chaining up and a chain 1, and that's going to be the first double crochet of the round. And then I'm going to do 17 more double crochet so that I have 18 altogether. And you're going to have to kind of squish them over so you have space in your ring to make them all, but they will fit. You can see it's a tight fit there, and it's 18 altogether, including the beginning one. All right, so my round is done. I joined with a slip stitch in the chain of the beginning DC, and I worked over my yarn tail, so I pulled it tight to close my center. Okay, so in my next stitch, I'm gonna make a single crochet and a treble, and then a single crochet and a treble all the way around in every stitch, and you can see it makes these little treble bubbles. If you have a hard time making these treble bubbles stick out to the front while you're working on the right side, you can always turn and then work your single and treble in every stitch on this side, on the wrong side, and then turn back. But I'm gonna show you how to do it from the right side. And then basically in some of the patterns, I have you do it from the wrong side, and then some I have you do it from the right side, just so you can get comfortable doing it both ways, because sometimes you just don't want to turn your work, and the treble does look slightly different when the treble is at the front versus whenever it's popping out with the back side showing. So basically this is what I do. I just go straight into the next stitch with a single crochet, and then I'm going to make my treble in the same stitch. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I mean. This treble is going to be bound by the single crochet next to it. So you can see that the treble is like bending over, and then it's like crooked. And then if I put my middle finger here and pop it to the front, then in my very next stitch, I go ahead and make my next single crochet. Then my bobble is pointing out to the front, and make another treble in the same stitch. Okay, use my finger to push it to the front, and then in my next stitch, make my next single and treble. All right, so I'll end on a single so you can see the bobbles are starting to form. Of course, if it's just not working out and they're just not poking out, just turn your work, and then 9 times out of 10, they're gonna pop out from the right side when you work at this from the wrong side. You'll see what I mean if you try it out. But I'm just gonna keep going on the right side. It is my preferred method, but I just had so many people say they can't get them to stick out from the right side that I just do them either way in the patterns now. And that way, whichever way you like to do it, you can do it. Okay, so there we go, that's some of it. I'm gonna keep going all the way around with a single and a treble in every stitch. Okay, so my round is finished. I joined with a slip stitch in my first single crochet, and now in the next single crochet, I don't even have to slip stitch, I'm just gonna go straight into the next single. I'm gonna make a beginning treble stitch. So I'm gonna do a single crochet and chain 2, and then I'm gonna make another treble in that same stitch, and that's gonna be the first 2 treble cluster of our round. I'll chain 3 and make a regular 2 treble cluster. So just yarn over twice like for a treble, go into my next single crochet, and then right before the end, start up another treble, go into the same stitch, and now I've got 3 loops on my hook, draw the yarn through all 3 loops, and I've got my 2 treble cluster, chain 3, and you're just gonna do chain 3, 2 treble cluster in the next single crochet, all the way around till you get back to the beginning. Pick up my loops there, and then this is how it's going to be looking here, and that is this round. All right, so I have that round complete, and I've joined with a slip stitch in my first 2 treble cluster, and now I'm going to start with my next round, which is a super simple, just put 4 single crochet in every chain space around. All right, so we're just gonna go around putting 4 single crochet in every chain space. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna keep going until I'm done. All right, so I'm done with my round. I joined with a slip stitch in the first single crochet, and I have 3 more rounds. My next one is gonna be a chain space round. So I'm gonna make a single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 2, single, all the way around, chain 3, skip 2, single. Okay, so that's gonna start looking like that. And we're just gonna go all the way around and slip stitch in the first single. All right, so my round is done and I'm going to start my next round. The next round is gonna make this into a hexagon. So into my first chain space, I'm gonna do a beginning half double crochet. So that's just gonna be the same as a beginning double crochet. So I'm just gonna do single crochet, chain 1, and then 2 more half double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so there we go for the first part. Then in my next chain space, I'm gonna make 3 single crochet. And then in the next one, 3 half double crochet. And then in my next chain space is gonna be the corner. I'm just gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. In my next chain space, 3 half doubles. And then 3 singles in the next chain space. All right, so here's how this is looking so far. This is gonna be my corner, and I've got my motif turning into a hexagon here. In my next chain space, 3 half doubles, and you can see the pattern emerging. My next chain space is the corner, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. All right, and then I will just continue around. Here's my double crochet, chain 1 corners, boom, and we'll see what it looks like when it's done. All right, so my round is finished and I'm ready for the last round of single crochets. I made a slip stitch join in the chain 1 of my beginning half double, and once I put my single crochet round, it's going to really pop out as a hexagon. I'm just going to start in my next stitch and make single crochet all the way across till I get to my chain 1 space corner. And in my corner, I'm going to do 3 singles. Okay, so I've got to my corner. I'm just going to do my 3 singles, and I'm just going to make single crochet in all the stitches around, and then when I get to my corner chain space, I'm going to make 3 single crochet. And this is how that's going to look when it's all complete. So I hope you've enjoyed the lavender motif, and I will see you on the next one.